Spenser?
Pretty good. Good to see everybody again. Where are you at, just health-wise, as you get ready to start spring, and what was your off-season like getting ready health-wise? I'm glad we're getting that one out of the way first. I've obviously hit the IL in end of August, and ever since then, spent the next 12 weeks. I spent 8 weeks no throw, 8 more weeks back up, building up. And obviously during the no throw, I was rehabbing every day, doing physical therapy work with my team at DST. And as soon as I got past that stage, started building up the throwing again. Elbow felt really comfortable the whole way. I've thrown 7 bullpens now. I started in December, just a little bit early, which I think is good. I feel ahead of schedule right now instead of behind, which I feel like a lot of times when you're rehabbing, you find yourself on the other end of that. So I'm just really optimistic going into camp that I'll be able to hit the ground running, be on par with the rest of the group and just still be in that competition fighting for my spot.
Last year, just one of those years you just want to forget about and put behind you.
I've already chalked it up to bad luck, bad timing, a whole list of things that are out of my control. And then this off season, I made a commitment to control everything that I could. All the things that I can control effort-wise going into my preparation, going into narrowing down my routine, nailing down what exactly is going to keep me feeling good for 162 games. And yeah, I think I'm in a really good spot right now.
Competition. You guys have added a good bit of starting pitching depth this winter. Does that motivate you? Does that make you excited,
I love it.
More excited to go to camp?
I love it. I'm ready. Yeah, more excited. That's definitely what it would be. Yeah, and I'm excited to see those guys too. I think that no matter whose name's getting called this year, I feel like we're going to have a great chance to go out there and win the game. I feel like the guys that we brought in this year, trades and free agent signings, those are dogs. Burrows, Weiss, those guys are dogs. They're nasty, and I'm excited to get out there and compete with them.
I don't want to keep bringing up the health stuff, but as you look at the scans and everything, ligaments, everything's good from that.
So there was never a tear. That was the nice part. Is there was inflammation and there was some other nasty stuff going on, but there was never a tear. There was never even a concern on my end that I was going to be having surgery. It was just embracing being shut down again, basically. That was what I was the most upset about when it happened, is that I had just gone, the first half of the season plus some trying to get ready, and then having it go the way that it did was really unfortunate. But I feel like it was still best case for what it could have been for me. Obviously, I want to be on the mound. I want to be on the field. I want to be helping the team, especially at that stage of the year last year where we were fighting for a playoff spot. I felt guilty having to go back on the IL, and I think that was the biggest thing to weather throughout the whole process. The rehab was really straightforward. It was just give it the rest that it needs, let your body do what it does, and then build everything back up from the ground. And I feel like I did a great job of that. Now, obviously, I'm very, very thankful that I didn't have to have surgery, because that would have been a lot different of a process. We wouldn't be talking about it right now. So,
what do you take away from this experience, with silver lining perspective, if you will?
To just control what I can control, man. I feel like that's the constant lesson that I get in baseball, is when I start to worry about things that are outside of my control, things don't go the way that I want them to, and then it's harder to stay motivated and stay inside your process when that's the case. So I feel like taking the results out of it, even the bad games when I was back, I feel like I've kind of chalked it all up to just growing pains and learning how to go through the rehab process, learning how to maintain myself over the course of a season. And I think that's the biggest takeaway right there, is to just really, really nail the things that I have to do to stay healthy and to stay productive and stay giving us a chance on the field.
Are there any pitches in your arsenal that you want to focus on doing this spring training?
Yeah, I think so. My changeup's historically not my best pitch, and I feel like I really like where my curveball and slider have been at all of my starts in the big leagues, really. I feel like that's what I compete off of for the most part. So just really refining the fastballs that I throw, cutter, sinker, four seam, and trying to make the changeup a little bit more of a weapon for left-handed hitters. Try to miss some more bats below the zone, generate some more weak contact earlier in counts. Just all of the things that get you deeper into ball games, get you more outs during the game. I feel like sometimes I get into a habit of chasing punch outs on the pitch that I'm in love with that day, and a lot of times it's curveball, and I'll get away from changeup, I'll get away from cutter. So I feel like there's some ways that I could clean up my game plan a little bit and just really give myself the best opportunity anytime I'm out there.
What's it like to be with the fans, Fan Fest? What's that experience like for you as a player?
It's awesome. I love Fan Fest every year. I think it's one of the best days of the year. I've been talking with our media and PR team about it, and everybody loves this day. And I'm really glad that we were able to get it in despite the weather that's coming. Obviously, I hope everybody's safe, warm, all of that after the day. But I think that Fan Fest is the best opportunity to really connect with the kids that love baseball, that want to be here to meet everybody. And I know it means the world to their parents, so you can see the look on their faces. It's really a great day for everybody. It's more for us than it is for them. I feel like we get a chance to see why it is we're working the way that we work, why it is we're doing what we do a day in and day out. And these guys are the heartbeat. So really, I'm grateful for all of this.
You wrap the pipes and everything. You prep for the storm.
Oh yeah, I got everything ready. Yeah, house is winterized. You know, it doesn't happen often here in Houston, but I hope everybody's just as prepared as we are. I'm feeling good going into it.
Awesome.